Peace, peace. It would be nice if I can take this camera and minimize it so I don't be looking like Big Face Honey, you know. Well, that's the way love goes. That's the way love goes. What the fuck is up? There's a small ass channel, so the possibility of this thing congregating like that is kind of small, if you know what I mean. But whoever watches this, man, check out the new single, World's Finest. You find it on your Spotify. You'll find it on your whatever, your Google Play, your Apple Music Store, all of that stuff. You'll find the brand new single, World's Finest, by the world's finest lyricist in this entire world, Tone Space. My man nigga Southside in the building. What up, fam? It's like mad small, but I see you right there, fam. How you doing, man? Yeah, they flagged they didn't really flag my main channel. I caught a copyright strike where I can't go live on there until August 9th. And, it ain't like I do the live thing like a whole lot like that anyway, but, it's still nice to be able to do. Man, I'm just chilling, man, maintaining, trying to keep myself from going insane. You know what I'm saying? On this isolated seclusion type of tip that I'm on. You know what I'm saying? Here we got that bull crap the worst. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't really messing around. There's still people that congregate, get together, all that stuff. I ain't doing none of that shit. I ain't doing none of that shit. Oh, I see me on the TV right there. How you doing though, fam? How's you and the family and everybody? You know, right there. Ah, see me on the TV. So, me too, man. Going fucking crazy over here, man. Hey, I know. Hey, at least we going cuckoo together. So that might be able to tone some of the insanity down. The fact that we could relate. That's kind of like how I look at the whole situation in general. Is like, not to say that I want a lot of people to be going through bullcrap, but I mean, at least if everybody is going through it, it kind of like it puts it on a more sensible, digestible level. Like at least everybody could relate to what's going on. You're not alone. You know, everyone is okay. Me and mine, yeah, we good. Me, Mon Dukes, all of my immediate friends that I've been keeping in touch with. There are a lot of friends I do gotta like holler at to find out about. Like I just use sense. Like and this is gonna sound like eerie. It's gonna sound whack, but in New York, like I know a lot of people, or I have friends that know people. It's like a network, right? So when you have a network of a lot of people, if you're in a place that has the most biggest fatality rate of this bull crap that's going around, where at one time it was up to 700 and something people a day dying. And I think I said this to Jafar. I left this to him in a message he had sent to me. I said, like, I don't know anybody that fell a victim to the nonsense. However, I probably do know somebody and just don't know that I know somebody, if you know what I mean. You know what I'm saying? Going crazy. Yeah, it's like I can't think off the head, or I haven't been told about anybody in particular. But when the smoke clears, it might be like, oh, this cat fell victim to whatever, or this one, that one. And I have friends that got people that then passed away from the crap. So, but it's right here, yo. Get your vitamin D. It's the big boy status, the 5,000 IU's. It's to everybody. The darker you are, like this disease is going around. It is racist. The coronavirus shit is racist. You might have heard that it's killing black people at a disproportionate rate. That's because it is a racist disease. It can affect everybody, but the darker you are, it might come for your ass worse. And the reason is synthesizing vitamin D. The darker the hue, the darker the complexion, the harder it is to synthesize vitamin D. We get our vitamin D from the sun. Now, granted, there's other things about the sun and being dark that are actually very good benefits. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to get sunburnt. You could soak it up. It'll charge you like a battery, all of that type of stuff. But the darker you are, the more sun you need, the more vitamin D you need. And as far as nature goes, that actually makes sense because the darker you are literally a Mediterranean area sun person. You know what I'm saying? Africa, hot sun. The colder climates, that's not really built for darker hued people like that. You know what I mean? But so normally under a normal natural circumstance, highly melanated people would be all right because you're just in your regular environment. But with this bull crap going on, and just living in different places, New York, where buildings are in the way and all that type of stuff. And I found this out recently that dark dark skinned people, what up, Tech Kennedy? Like darker hued individuals, black folk, and I just don't want to say black folk because you got people that's lighter like me and everything. So I'm just gonna say darker, let's say medium complexion to like real dark. Um, they said that we or y'all or however you want to say it are vitamin D deficient, like regular. Aside from the virus that's going on, it's just a natural thing. It's just vitamin D deficient due to not being able to synthesize the sunlight to the normal level that you should from being in your normal tropic type of environment where you just get sun all day. So basically, darker hued people should be taking this boy right here again, vitamin D supplements in general on the strength, right? Um, Now, what vitamin D, good levels of vitamin D, what it does in regards to this virus specifically is that it protects you. I mean, it's good for respiratory health in general, but it also protects you specifically to this particular disease, this coronavirus crap. It protects you, meaning that if you're fortified with a good amount of vitamin D, you're less likely to catch it if you're exposed to it. And then if you do catch it, you're less likely to have a severe experience with it having caught it. Like the vitamin D is just amazing. It's just very protective. You know what I mean? So, coming full circle to what I was talking about how this virus is racist. And you can just turn on the news and they'll tell you that. And this is basically the reason why. This is the reason why it's been disproportionately affecting black folk more and to a more severe level. It's two things. It's been running through the community a lot more per capita than it is white folks and everybody else, and it's been coming down with serious effects and unfortunately fatality and stuff like that to a more large rate. And the culprit is the lack of this stuff. So I say all that to say, get your ass some vitamin D3. This is a high dose level, 5,000 IUs. On the back, it says to take one every other day. Now, the normal general amount of vitamin D would be 800 IUs a day. That's 100% vitamin D. 800 IUs, right? Daily. Obviously, due to this crap that's going on. What up, Dookie? Due to this crap that's going on. For text too. Yeah. The vitamin C, absolutely. Add that as well. Due to the crap that's going on, you definitely want to take more than 100%, right? So, like I said, darker hued people are, per capita vitamin D deficient just on a regular ass day. So then you add that vitamin D deficiency to the pandemic, and this thing is hitting you more ill, whatever. So the point I'm saying is, you want to take more than than 800 IU's of vitamin D every day. Like if a pandemic wasn't going on, that would probably be the recommendation. Get your 100% recommendation. 800 IU's. You know what I'm saying? On average, that's like 2 pills. But with this crap going on, I advise that's everybody, period. And you know what? There are different levels of melanin. There are different levels of all of that. So you could be a light-skinned person and still have a vitamin D deficiency just on other different aspects of your skin and the phenomelanin, the neuromelanin, and all that, crazy, netter sciencey chemet type of stuff that talks about, the blackness within and all that. So Don't think I'm, looking at myself as someone that's exempt and I'm good. I say if you're of any African descent, period, no matter what your complexion is, I think that you should be wary and be suspicious that you may be vitamin D deficient, whether you're my complexion, a little lighter, a whole lot darker. But I would say at the very least, take 2,000 IU's of vitamin D every single day. This right here is 5,000 per pill, but they say to take one every 2 days. So that's 2,500 on a daily if you take it like this. I've been taking like in a 3 day out of 3 days, I'll take two of these. So I get like, on average 3,333 IU's every day, by the way I break it down. LA in the building. What up? What up? So yes, this shit right here is very important. A vitamin D. And then next up, I can't speak about this one enough. Quercetin. Quercetin. Its main ingredient is this thing called, I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right, but it's called quinine, Quinine, quinine or whatever. It's something that you find in apple peels. It's something you find in tonic water. It's a naturally occurring type of plant. Now, in regard to this virus that's going on, some of y'all might have heard of hydroxychloroquine, right? And the skepticism, the people that were championing it and the people that were saying that the shit is buns, that it don't do anything for you. Well, basically, I'm gonna break down how all that works real quick. And it's these two bad boys right here. Like these two are brothers. They go together very well. Zinc and quercetin. So I'm gonna tell y'all the story of zinc and quercetin and why this could potentially protect your ass. You know what I'm saying? Now, so I gotta speak about the hydrochloroquine, right? And I'm gonna check all of that. Yeah, definitely. I want you to check that, LA. I want you to check that. Dookie, everybody, Ted, you know what I'm saying? Anybody who watches this, please look into this. Do yourself a favor. It sure ain't gonna hurt you. Because none of these things are like some crazy stimulant drugs that'll turn up or turn you on edge or anything like that. It's just regular ass supplements, right? So this is why the quercetin is good. We gotta talk about hydrochloroquine. Hydrochloroquine is something that combined with zinc, it could potentially knock that virus bullshit that's going out of your system before the virus has a chance to replicate. Because that's what the virus does. The coronavirus, it's an RNA virus. And what it does is when it goes into someone's body, it tries to kind of like hack your body into making more of it, into multiplying it. You know what I'm saying? And that's how people get sick by way of it multiplying and just reproducing itself to a mass level, filling up their lungs and other tissue and everything. There's this protein that's called ACE2, right? It's called ACE2. It's a protein that we find on our cells. Men have them a little more than women, but they're in the lungs. The ACE2 proteins are in the lungs, but they're all through the body. That's why when you hear about this disease, you hear it attacking and killing people and fucking up their kidneys, their asshole, the other side of their skin, their nuts, all types of stuff like that, right? That's because the virus attaches to an ACE2 protein, and that's pretty much head to toe in your body, right? So the virus, it binds to the ACE2 protein, and by that way, it then pushes its way into the cell, and then it starts talking to your cells. He's like, look, bro, this thing, it made its way through. Oh, I guess he's cool. So yeah, we're gonna make more of it. Like that's how your body just reacts. That's what it thinks. It's like, oh, this shit just done came in the system. It went past the ACE2. Like as soon as it goes back past the ACE2, that's kind of like an admission to the club. That then your body's thinking, oh, he must be good. He must have paid admission. All right, come in, bring your boys. And then it like keeps reproducing. What up, Port? You know what I'm saying? So it'll reproduce and it'll just go into the cell and it'll just make more of it and make more of it. And then that's when it starts catching wreck and starts like, tearing shit up. Right? The thing about hydrochloroquine is in a lot of different small anecdotal tests, big level tests, small tests, what they found is that when you administer hydrochloroquine and zinc, it cuts that shit out from the gate, right? What it does is it stops the RNA of the coronavirus from having a chance to replicate at the point of when it attaches to the ace two. So it's like basically you at the front of the club at the door and you trying to get in and they open the door, they let you in, but here comes a bouncer just out of nowhere. He's like, nah, bro, you got to get up out of here. It knocks it out and it stops it from replicating. The method that it does that, right? Like basically, literally, it's not really the hydrochloroquine that does that stops the virus from replicating. It's the zinc that does it, right? But here's the issue. Because you might be like, okay, well, what I need that hydrochloroquine or anything like that for? I could just take zinc. Cool. And the zinc will just knock that shit out, whatever. It doesn't work like that. Basically, the zinc is not able to penetrate the fatty acid or the fat deposits that's on the cells. The zinc can't penetrate it. What makes the hydrochloroquine helpful in that regard is hydrochloroquine acts as an ionophore. That's the name of it. Now, mind you, all these big words and shit that I'm saying, I did not know any of this a month or two later, so don't be thinking I'm some doctor or I'm trying to act like I'm some big old scientific guy. I'm new to all these terms. You know what I'm saying? I just read and I learn, right? So hydrochloroquine acts like as an ionophore. And what an ionophore is it's kind of like a transport system that will then get the zinc inside those fatty cells so it could get to the RNA virus that is that coronavirus shit and just smack the shit out of it and get it up out of there. Saffron, what's up, babe? I heard zinc was good, but this was my first hearing about about how to spell it. Yeah, but see, I'm gonna spin that 360 to this other supplement, to the quercetin. You know what I'm saying? This is the main thing. And Port, you already know about this. I hope you got this. You know what I mean? Got you some of this, right? So basically that's what the hydrochloroquine does. I compare it to, like, let's say there's somebody that's invading somebody's shop, right? You got somebody, like, coming in with a bat and he just breaks in some nigga's shop, right? And he starts like whipping ass, and then he's calling his boys to come in and to come into the shop and start tearing shit up and just wrecking the whole shop, right? And then you got this like super dude that could just like, this Steven Seagal nigga that just bust that nigga ass. You know what I'm saying? That will run down there. He would go down there and just stop that dude from wrecking the shop before he has a chance to call his boys and all of them to go catch wreck and all that, right? Some like I don't know, Rob Van Dam type nigga or whatever, right? So, but the problem is he don't got a car, and the shop's on the other side of town. You know what I'm saying? So the superhero dude, he is the zinc, right? He is the nigga that if he was in front of them people, he'll get rid of it and he'll stop them from calling their people. The virus is the dude that's wrecking the person's shop. And like I said, the virus wants to replicate, so that's the equivalent of the dude wrecking shop calling his people to come down there so more of them could just come into the shop and fuck shit up. The shop is your body, of course. And the car that's gonna get the Steven Seagal dude is gonna bust some ass over to the shop is hydrochloroquine or chloroquine, I think. Whatever. Hydrochloroquine, right? So that's basically, the zinc is actually the main thing that knocks the virus out before it could do stuff, right? And yeah, hydrochloroquine and zinc has been having wonderful results when people do it. It's kind of getting a bad rep in the news now because people are doing experiments with it in the later stages when people are already sick and already on ventilators and halfway dead and all that type of stuff. It wasn't meant to work at that stage. It's meant to work at the time that the bad guy comes into the shop before he gets to call his boys, meaning at the onset of the shit, right? That's why a lot of nurses, as I understand, were suggesting, and they were talking about taking hydrochloroquine as a preventive measure. And that's basically the main thing I'm getting at. It's good for a preventive measure because if you got that in your system, the hydrochloroquine and the zinc, then if you do get exposed to the bullshit, you already got Steven Seagal. He's right in front of the store just waiting for people like, yo, who want it? And, it's not getting to the bad level. But coming back full circle to this thing right here, right? The quercetin. Back to the quercetin, right? Oh, excuse me. The main ingredient that's in the hydrochloroquine or hydrochloroquine that works as an ionophore or a car to drive the zinc, it's this shit called quinine or quinine, however you pronounce it, Quinine, which is also found in tonic water. It's found in apple peels and different things or whatever. But it's not found in them in enough strong concentrated amounts to really do any good. You might have heard a few people say, "Oh, you could just drink tonic water and take zinc and you'll be good." No, you can't. You'll have to drink probably like 180 gallons a day of tonic water to get enough that you could get in one pill of the hydrochloroquine, or that you could get in one pill of the quercetin. And that's what makes this shit the fly shit. You don't need a prescription. You just go on Amazon or something, or even go to your GNC, your vitamin shop, wherever. Ask them if they got it. It's right here. And they're actually doing studies. I heard they did do studies in China with quercetin specifically to see if, it'll have similar effects to what hydrochloroquine had with the zinc. But yeah, that's why I say these are the brothers right here. You know what I mean? Boom. Quercetin and zinc. So you just take that on the regular on some preventive measure type stuff. It's not going to hurt you. That's the good thing. It's not going to hurt you. Now, me, I think I kind of got like a sensitivity to zinc or something. I do get a little nauseous if I take, because I used to try to take zinc supplements before, and it just always kind of make me nauseous. So, I kind of like wing my way into it. Like this is 50 mgs, which is a lot. I think the max they say to take is 40 mgs a day. You know what I'm saying? But what I do is I break these things in half. So I take like 25 a day. You know what I'm saying? Because you also got to remember, you're going to get zinc from rice. You're going to get zinc from your diet and other places as well. Basically an immune booster. Yep. Yeah, you're right. Like aside from just being some stuff that'll drive the zinc to your system to get rid of the virus if it comes, it is an immune booster too. It even says it supports healthy seasonal immune function. So yeah, that's the beauty of all these things that they say is specifically good against this bull crap for one reason or another. But coincidentally, they all happen to be good immune boosters in general. Vitamin C, obviously. Yup, some elderberry, you already know. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? The sambuca, you know what I mean? I used to fuck with a different kind of sambuca back in the day. Wasn't that like overproof liquor, sambuca? You know what I mean? Or am I thinking of Ray and Nephew? Ray and Nephew was that shit. I remember that. Yo, me and one of my best friends used to say, Ray and Nephew to death. I went to his crib one time. He had like probably a half bottle of that. And, he said, cats could have free reign to whatever's in the house. So he's arguing with his baby's moms and everything. By the time he done, he see me there tilted, and that Ray and F bottle was empty. And then I think I'm the one that came up with the term, Ray and Nephew to death. And ever since then, that was just our shit. Ray and Nephew to death. L. Frost in the building. What's going on? About to crash, just wanted to say, all right, yeah, good night. Yeah, no doubt. Sure, yeah. The queen of the everything in the situation. Yeah, I saw a homeboy starting to come out of hiding on his rock and talking a whole bunch of crap again and everything. Talking some shit. I had checked out some shit you did. I think it was like what the fuck? It was like a commentary about some of the bullshit he was doing. And then I saw the Rich Baritone joint talking about he tried to like reach out to me in LA and all some more. Like, where the fuck this shit came from? I ain't hear none of that shit. I miss you too. How are you doing? Are you good money? Where you at? You know what I'm saying? Anything like, copacetic and thorough? You know what I mean? So yeah. If matter of fact, L. Frost, make sure if you didn't see this from the beginning, I dropped a couple jewels and rules and some things. I go through the quercetin, the vitamin D, couple vitamins you can get to make sure you good money. Call the police commissioner of NY because the commissioner. You think he Batman or something? Calling what was his name? James Gordon or something? Somebody put the signal out for his ass or something? What kind of shit is that? Nigga called the commissioner. Well, I could laugh about it because I'm sure that shit had zero effect. I'm sure it did absolutely nothing for him. that worked out is in his benefit. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. That dude's a trip. Well, yeah, what else we got? We might as well go through my whole shit. There's other shit I fuck with. The turmeric. I could have sworn it used to be called turmeric, but now they call it turmeric. You could call the postmaster next, or the postmaster general. Word. Yeah, dude, still a fucking trip. You probably watching, or will be. 5 people in the thing. What else is good? The zinc. Trying to make sure I run down all the like real necessary like things to help protect people from this nonsense. Oh yeah, I forgot. I knew it was something I was missing. This right here, NAC. Now let me see if I could say what it stands for. And it has selenium, which is supposed to be some old good stuff. NAC. All right, N. All right, so the N just stands for N. N is not an acronym for anything. N is letter N, but it's N acetyl cysteine or cysteine. I don't know. Get that into focus. I know what I'm talking about. But yeah, this right here. This is good in general. It's like an amino acid. Those things are always good to have as supplements. This is good for getting rid of viruses in general. Like it has a lot of positive results with the flu virus in particular. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. Get some NAC. Get some quercetin. There's a big boy right here. There's an essential one. These are your essential workers, basically. You know what I'm saying? These are the essential workers of supplement. Zinc. Every 7 p.m. we got to clap for these guys. Zinc, quercetin, NAC. Okay, yeah, you just took some B12, vitamin D, and zinc. Good. Absolutely. Yeah, because zinc definitely the essential worker. You know what I mean? Zinc's definitely essential worker. So yeah, those are the joints right there. I got the B12. Where my B12 at? I rock with that too for the workout situation. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's definitely good too. I mean, I got a whole. I'm messy, so I got a whole messy thing full of. I got the whole thing going on. YJ, what up? Oh, you know what? Your presence reminded me that I got to send you those vocals for that joint. You know what I mean? So yeah, shout out to YJ the author in the building, Port City up in the thing, you know what I'm saying? LA's up in the thing, or was at some point. Yeah, we got Black Sector Mafia up in the building, you know what I'm saying? Doing big things over there, you know what I'm saying? Word. So shout out to Bar Powers, wherever you are. I hope you're good, I hope you're well. You know what I'm saying? Whenever you come back, we're gonna have to move on over and start opening better bar space in the song so that your joints could come through and everything like that. So what time is it? I'm running my mouth a little bit. Yeah, but I got flagged, Joe. I got flagged on my main channel. I'm gonna write to that when you saying hopefully this weekend. All right, bet. You know what? I'm actually halfway done or 2/3 done with the verse for the other joint, the one. With you on the chorus, the other one you had sent. So I'll probably finish writing that like right now. And then, you know what I'm saying? If I got enough energy, you know what I'm saying, to be upbeat enough, even record that shit. But, if I'm all, some old like this type of shit, I'll just wait till tomorrow. I ain't gonna half-ass nothing. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, so I'm gonna send those vocals. That I can do, because I already got that done. Oh, but I'm gonna have to get off this shit. I'm thinking I could do it on some interactive stuff, but they are on the very device that I'm on. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I guess on that note, I'm bounced. But yeah, I got flags, so everybody, this will be where I do the live thing, as well as what's that other shit called? Twitch, because I have like an upgraded Twitch account and shit. So I'll probably start rocking with that. Probably start talking about stuff that I'm interested in. Like this right here, this virus and the supplements. I could run on all day about that. And I'm not saying I'm the expert. Like I said, 2 months ago, I didn't know any of this stuff. I did not know what the word anecdotal meant. That means like a small study of a few people as opposed to a big general. I didn't know what no anecdotal meant. I didn't know what an ionophore is. So trust, I'm not on here stunting or fronting. I'm just, sharing the little jewels I learned here and there if it could be helpful to anybody. You know what I mean? So yeah, I guess on that level, let me get to this right here. Thank you everybody for coming through. Most definitely. All right, peace.